Oh my gosh. Tampa Bay Rays are a problem. They have not stopped winning. It's looking like a Tampa Bay year because Glass now isn't even back yet. And once he's there, that's the best rotation I've ever seen in my life. Do you foresee, like, is this win streak that the Rays are going on? They're not going to win it 162, but it's going to be a big year for Tampa, I think. And that kind of worries me as an AL East guy.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good. And again, this is what they've done the last couple of years, like every offseason where they'll be like, hey, by the way, we're going to trade this guy. Like probably a year before anyone thought we would. We're going to extend this guy and we're going to sign, a free agent or two. Oh, by the way, we're going to be an absolute wagon. Like, let the Yankees have their offseason headlines. Let the Sox have offseason headlines. Like, that's fine. Like, guess what? We're going to show up in front of 8,000 people every night, and we're just going to win 95 to 99, maybe 100 games, and you're going to forget about us. Again, I mean, it helps with like Randy Rosarena. Again, you want to talk about a guy who was hot from the WBC. Randy's continued that. He's been awesome. Wander is healthy now, and he looks like the guy who we were told is the number one prospect in baseball for a reason. And they're just hitting like I expect Randy and Lowe and Wander to hit home runs, but like, I mean, they have more home runs. They have 9 more home runs than they have runs given up on the year. It's incredible. It's been 2 weeks opening day tomorrow. So like that just doesn't, like, I can't do that in MLB The Show. Like you can't do it. So the fact that they're doing it now, and I know everyone's poo-pooing like, oh, they played the Nats and the A's and the Tigers, and it's like, I don't care. They're Major League Baseball teams. Like, I think they've won every game by 4 or more except for one of them. You don't win 10 out of 11 games by 4 or more. Like that just. It doesn't happen, and they're doing it. Like you said, they can't keep this up. They're going to hit a lull. But again, I mean, I fully expect them to be there in October. Like I was even looking today. Like I wonder what their odds are to win the AL East. Like I would love to take a flyer on them to win the AL East now, because again, they already have a 6-game lead or whatever, 5-game lead. And it's like, what the heck? Like I said, we're 2 weeks into the season, and they have a 6-game lead, which is incredible in the best division in baseball. So again, they'll come back down to earth a little bit when they're playing other competition, the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Orioles, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, they've been exciting to watch, and I kind of want them to go like 13, 14 in a row. Like, yeah, go ahead, do it. Like, I don't, doesn't really bother. I don't hate the Rays like I hate the Yankees, Red Sox. But I'm like, yeah, whatever. They're like the annoying little brother who you're like, you'll never be bigger than me, and then they go to the World Series and you're like, oh crap, like maybe they can be, but I don't know. They're definitely scrappy. They're a fun bunch, and again, they're very easy to root for. Again, I love Wander. So, and like you said, they don't even have Glass now back. Like Dallas actually tweeted a video of him throwing the other day in the outfield. I was like, oh my god, that's right. Like they don't even have him. Like they have Jeffrey Springs and these guys who come out of nowhere and just their pitching lab. They just create these guys, and all of them are awesome. So yeah, they've been fun to watch so far. They're definitely the story of the year. The 2 weeks of the season.
That's interesting you said that like the Rays are kind of like hard to hate, because they are. Like I don't know anybody that's like vehemently against Tampa. Like I don't even like we're AL East people, and we're still like, hey, it's kind of fun when Shane McClanahan's gonna win a Cy Young and Rasmussen and Springs don't have an ERA yet. Like that's, and my guy Josh Lowe, last year dropping the ball in his face, but this year it's a big year for him. So
yeah, that's still one of my favorite things in the world. I'll go back and watch that maybe once a week. And like, I think I tweeted out randomly like once last week, and I was just like, the ball just hit him in the face, like just straight up hit him in the face. Yeah, that was tough. But yeah, again, like I don't know anybody who hates the Rays. They're always like, oh yeah, I forgot about the Rays. Like, yeah, you forgot about them, and they're 11-0. Like they're the best team in baseball by far right now.
It's incredible, and you're right. It's just I've never seen. I think you're right. Most people just like kind of forget that they exist. I mean, not now because they've have this great opening season winning streak, but yeah, they'll be in there in October. They'll make a deep run, and then people will go, oh, Tampa, all right, and they're in front of 8,000 fans at the Trop.
I forgot they won 102 games this year. It's like, yeah, you did. Like 100, you did. So